A creative project that can freshen up your entry for spring. We're taking on the fabric wrapped photo mat. This was first inspired from Anthropologie. We're now seeing these everywhere. The addition of fabric in our frames adds texture, pattern, a little bit of luxury, I would say too. And although the look feels vintage, the modern take has us falling in love. And my first guest says it's a low-cost DIY that's easy to achieve. Artist Taylor Brewer is here to show us just how easy it is to create your own fabric photo mat. Welcome to the show, Taylor.
Thank you.
We're so glad you're here, and you are a talent.
Oh.
This girl has an eye and a take on arts and crafts in a way that's fresh and fun, so we can't wait to be your eager students. Would you say this elevates the look of a frame to add fabric?
Definitely. I love that it adds dimension, a lot of times a pop of color, some extra texture. It's beautiful.
You say the fabric itself can also complement the artwork or the photo.
Definitely. I brought this one. This is not mine. I wish I could take credit, but this is an original painting. I couldn't find the artist's name, so I wish I could give credit. It was someone from a flea market in Utah, though.
It's beautiful.
But the blue plaid, I feel like brings out, there's a little bit of blue in the flowers, and I just think it's so pretty.
And one thing you love about this project as well is you're able to personalize it, right? I mean,
totally.
Yes, it drew out the color and it made the flowers just pop all the more, but to add that personal touch is a different layer.
Totally. Yep. I love that. I love that you can make, I brought some of my great grandma's and grandma's vintage fabrics to kind of show, and I've used a lot of those on some of mine, and it's so fun to make it just your own.
Well, and it's special, right? I mean, a photo is special anyway, but when it's wrapped, it's kind of what you're doing is wrapping up the photo or wrapping up the frame, enveloping it in something special like that. That makes it all the more meaningful. There's two techniques you're going to show us today?
Yes, just the regular rectangle, which is the most popular that we're seeing everywhere, and then also an oval, just because I love the oval shape, and I put it in my daughter's nursery, and I think it's really cute in a nursery.
There's something sweet and playful about that shape, right?
And it's a lot harder. It took me a lot of trial and error to figure it out. So
because no corners.
Yeah, and you fold it, and it doesn't look good if you just fold it like the square. So
it ruffles, like when my kids make their bed. It doesn't quite look how it's supposed to look. Okay, let's start easy. Let's start with that square.
Okay, perfect. So I brought this. A lot of these fabrics are all from Quilt, etc. and Sandy, and it's the cutest.
They're cute fabrics.
At home, I already did this because of time, but you spray it, and you can show. A big thing that I love is thrifting frames. So I actually thrifted this frame that we're going to put it in, and the mat as well, and it was $2 for both combined.
Thrifted frames are kind of an interesting study because I can tell when I look at a frame, I can say, oh, I can understand why someone would grow tired of that. Or maybe it grew out of their space. But when it's standing alone on the shelf of the thrift store, you just fall in love with the detail and the patina.
And the potential vintage part of it. Yeah, it's trash into treasure.
Okay, so you sprayed that down.
Yeah, so you spray the mat and then you spray the fabric. And it's okay, like it kind of comes up in some places, it's fine.
And you've gone over. Because we have to fold, right?
Yeah, so then you start with that, and then once it's like dried, this will be the next step. So you're gonna take it and you're gonna cut the corners.
Okay.
Just so that when you do it, and I will tell you right now, I am not the most particular. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will turn out just as good.
If you're saying you're not a mathematician, I love you more already.
Yes, 100%. No, it's nice and easy. You just kind of do it, and a lot of times the corners hide in the frame anyway.
Sure.
So you're gonna do that first. I like to start at the top, so you just do, I'll pull it out here so we can see it more, but you're just gonna do just a line at the top. I like to try to stay as close to the top as possible, just because I think that does better. And then I purposefully chose a little bit of an easier fabric because kind of the straight lines are tricky sometimes, and you can even see it a little bit in one of my frames.
Like plaids or stripes, they don't lay.
It's just a little bit harder to make sure you keep it straight when you're folding it. Like right now, I'm just kind of folding it, and it's like no big deal. But with the stripes, you have to be really careful not to pull too tight, not to pull too like loose on one side, because then when you turn it around, you'll have kind of not straight lines.
Is there any tricks or troubleshooting to get the seam tight and to seal it just smooth?
Yeah, so I will do, like I said, I like to have it as close to the top, and then I usually will kind of start in the middle and kind of pull, and you kind of pull pretty hard, which this is why I like using kind of quilt cotton fabrics, because they don't stretch as much. Okay. And so then when you do that, you get like the nice edge.
Cute, I love it already.
And then again, a lot of people will they like measure it out and do the lines. I am more of like I don't like to waste fabric. I am a fabric hoarder, so I like to cut it out.
That's a badge
so
of honor,
that
you know?
I know.
Hoarding, I mean.
It really is. And so I like to cut it out so that I can save like every last scrap, and then I always end up reusing it for a new project.
What are you going to use that for? What would you use that scrap for?
You know, I have a lot of scraps that I'm wanting to, my goal this year is to learn to quilt. So
Oh my
I want to
goodness.
make a scrap quilt.
Fantastic.
So
Well,
I'll
then
just cut
save
it out.
that one because that's a cutie.
Yes, and then you just go to the corners, and again, that's just going to make it so that it lays down flat. And that one, I kind of cut it too big, but we'll just work with
These
it.
are darling.
And it's honestly, it's just such an easy way to add extra.
Do you like these frames as a standalone, or do you like these as part of a gallery, or?
I actually do both. In my house, I had galleries, and for Christmas, it was my favorite. I had a couple of them, and then I also I love hanging them in like my daughter's nursery on her wall. I put it in my kitchen.
Okay, we've got a quick minute left. Can you walk us through the oval?
Yes, so that one, that's basically all it is. The
Well
oval,
done.
same thing. You're just gonna take it and you're gonna curve it. And instead of going straight, you're just gonna take it and you're gonna cut relief lines. So you're just gonna cut a whole bunch. I usually say like 1/4 of an inch. And then all you're gonna do.
So lines all the way around.
Yep, lines all the way around, and then you just kind of follow it. Again, try to stay close to that. And then this one, you kind of use your fingers.
Do you feel your fingers anymore?
Sometimes I burn my fingers, so be careful.
That was a
But it gives you like that really
very
nice edge.
confident press over some very hot glue.
I have burned myself one too many times.
She's a professional. You're so cute. Okay.
But then it'll just kind of create that curve, and then you can kind of put it
Oh, look at this.
with this
Come on.
little. For my
See?
daughter's nursery, you can't really
Oh,
see
you have
the
a
bottom.
Lucy too?
but
I have a Lucy.
You do.
Don't you? All the Lucy. I love all the, I have never met a Lucy I didn't love.
Oh,
I
it's
think
the cutest.
It's the cute. Look
Yeah.
how sweet.
I know. So
Look
it turns
how
out
sweet.
really
and
good.
that would go in the circular form. And here's our rectangle project that I rushed you through. But
No,
look
it's
how
perfect.
sweet. I bet the impact when you're done gets you every time.
Oh my gosh, it seriously is so pretty, and it just adds such fun extra flavor.
Oh my gosh, Taylor, this is so great. You offer these frames and other darling projects. Where can we shop
Yes, the commonpeople.store is my Instagram, and same as my website.
you? Commonpeople.store. You're doing
The commonpeople.store
Great.
on Instagram, and
You've done a few spring shows, so we'll watch for you.
yes, and I have some Mother's Day things coming up, and then 4th of July.
Fantastic. We'll link you over from our website. Thank you for sharing your
you
craft
so
and your passion. You were so fun to learn with.
Thank you.